jacket?
I think after she got it, as far as what I know about my wife, when they get out of the swimming hole, she will put all dry clothes on her.
Right.
You know, and
Really?
so the
Really?
pants
That's
she was
where
wearing or whatever, you know, but they wanted all her dirty laundry out of the laundry, and
right.
that's what backed up, and they still have it.
How come the jacket wasn't given to him?
I can't answer that question because I wasn't there. I mean, it probably just in all the confusion and everything else and all the questions and everything going on, I would just say that it was probably overlooked, honestly. You know, ain't nobody trying to hide anything. We're trying to find our daughter. We ain't trying to hide
I
anything.
don't have you muted, PG, or PG has me muted. I don't have you muted, sweetheart. Jodisue, we can hear you.
All right. Do you care to kind of just let me and Don talk for a second, PG?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
All right. Don, you know you're a liar. I know you're a liar. I've
About
known
what?
you've been a liar the entire time we've lived beside one another for years.
Man, you've
I
been
didn't
nothing
care about
but
any of it.
lying,
I was cool.
talking
No,
shit out
you're
your
not going to do
mouth.
me like
You're
you
the
do
biggest
everybody
lying
else,
cunt
buddy.
I ever heard in my fucking life. Fuck you,
I'm
Jodisue.
telling you,
Fuck off,
you
you dumb.
know, and I know you just
Fuck
lied. The
you, you
traffic
dumb
wasn't
bitch.
at
Get
our
the
house.
fuck off here. Man,
No,
fuck
I'm
you.
telling you,
You're the
and you
biggest
know it.
dumb bitch I've ever
No,
seen in my
look at
life.
you being an
Fuck
abuser.
off.
Look at you being
You're
an abuser.
stupid, man.
Bitch, I ain't
Fuck you.
Candace.
Man,
I ain't
fuck off.
Candace, and I ain't some little girl
I'm
going,
not
stop,
talking to
daddy.
stupid Burgard.
Stop, daddy.
Fuck
Stop,
you, bitch.
daddy. Right?
PG. I can't
Right?
talk to this dumb bitch.
Yeah, because you
Fuck
can't talk
lying,
all over
bitch.
me. Because
You're
you
a
can't
liar.
fucking abuse me. And because you're a goddamn liar.
You're a fucking lying bitch.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Yeah,
insane.
right. Everybody's
You're also
lying. I guess
insane.
including the
Get
bruises
off
on
the
your kids
dope.
too, Don.
Get
Right?
off
The
drugs, man. Take a
traffic.
hint.
I ain't on drugs,
You're
bitch. I
fucking so
passed
stupid.
my screens for DCS. How about
You're
you and
fucking
Candace,
stupid.
motherfucker?
You're the liar.
Right.
You are the
Right.
liar.
I got proof of my shit.
You ain't
And
got
it's
no
law
proof.
enforcement.
You have
Right.
no proof.
Right.
Go
I got
tell it to
proof.
fucking TBI or somebody.
Oh, I
They
have,
won't
Don.
listen to your dumb ass either. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. I ain't getting the fuck out anywhere because I ain't
What
Candace
the
and I
fuck?
ain't the little girl and I ain't
Everybody
the boys
knows
you
you're so
fucking
full of
abused,
shit.
motherfucker. And you ain't
Stupid.
Andy and you ain't the
Shut the
unicorn in the
fuck
world.
up, man.
You don't bother me. What
And
I'm
you don't
telling
bother
you is
me
the
either
only
because everybody
traffic
knows you're full of
was
shit.
at your house. Tell
Man,
them about your ties to
shut
Fred,
the
Don.
fuck up.
Tell them about your Knoxville runs that supplied fucking Ben Hill, Don.
Yeah, really? You're the
Tell
one
them
that
about how
supplied
you really
the
came about. It wasn't to care for
psycho
your
drug
mama.
addict.
Guess who did that, Don? Oh, I
Shut
don't
the
know,
fuck up.
Shirky and
You
Mop, who took
bother
care
me,
of your dying
Jodisue.
mama, you lying piece of shit.
You're the lying piece of
Go
shit.
find another woman to abuse, Don. I ain't it, motherfucker. Ha ha ha. Yeah, laugh. I ain't
Nobody's
Candace. You
listening
don't
to you,
freak me out.
Jodisue.
Your
You're a
shit
fucking
ain't cute.
retard.
Be a liar. We
You're a
all see
fucking
the fuck
retard.
shit
I'm
going on at
so
your
happy
house.
for Andy
I
that he got
don't give a
messed up.
shit who you're happy for, dude. That don't bother me none either,
You're
because I ain't
proud,
some
Andy.
desperate hoe. And
I
I
don't
ain't
blame
Candace out here looking for a piece as soon as your ass is in
What were
jail.
you doing on the
Because
bottom
she's tired
property
of being
when Trump
abused
come up
too.
missing?
You
Let me ask you a
small old
question.
dick meth smoking motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question.
You ain't got no
What
place
was
to
you
be
doing on the
me.
bottom property down there in the creek when Summer come up missing?
I wasn't there when she, quote, come up missing, but guess what I was doing, Dawn? With other neighbors and witnesses. I was looking for your daughter while your fat ass wife was in her goddamn car lying to the rest of the neighborhood and the other witnesses you all can't fucking outrun with your stupid YouTube chaos.
You're so fucking dumb.
Eat that
You
shit.
know more than fucking law enforcement, don't you?
No, I don't, but I know enough, and I know it wasn't
You don't
my
know
ass that were
shit.
calling
You don't
guilty.
know
It
shit.
wasn't
Go
Dudley
get
they're
back with
calling
your fucking
guilty.
hillbilly
It
motherfucker.
wasn't fucking
Whatever.
Fred they're calling guilty. It wasn't Allie or Hunter. Guess who they were calling guilty and still do, Dawn? That'd be you and Candace.
No,
While Pruitt
you're the
said
one
not
that
a
says that.
suspect. Have
You're
them
the one
come out
that
and clear your ass in.
dumb
Go
bitch.
down there and knock at the police department. Go
You're
talk to the
dumb
feds.
bitch.
Go have them clear you, Dawn. Go have
Fuck
them
off,
clear you.
Jodisue.
Go talk to them without
You're a
lawyers,
psycho bitch.
without
Fuck,
PIs.
you're
Go
a
have them
psycho
talk to you,
bitch.
Don.
Go
Go
see
have
a
them clear you.
psychiatrist, Jodisue,
I don't
please.
need a
You
psychiatrist.
do. You
Hey,
really
this
do.
is.
You're
I
fucked
didn't
up in
need a
the head,
Dr.
man.
Phil.
Get your
Oh,
shit
I
together.
know people like you're good at telling women who tell the truth
No,
that
you
they're
are. You
crazy.
think you're good, but you're not
Right,
because you're full of
right,
lies. And nobody believes
right,
you, man. So
right.
shut the
I don't.
fuck up.
Right.
Shut up,
Uh,
you dumb
hey,
bitch.
yeah. You know,
Shut the fuck up.
I ain't your bitch,
Shut the
Don.
fuck up. You're
Hey,
stupid.
go find a prostitute in
I am
Knoxville
gonna
and
fuck
take one of your
yourself,
kids in
bitch.
the car for a
Fuck yourself.
weekend. You know all those
Congratulations, Andy,
Knoxville
for getting
trips?
rid of this psycho
Oh no,
bitch.
you don't want
I'm
nobody
so
to hear the
happy
truth,
for
do
you.
you? Go
God
take.
damn, I feel
Oh
sorry
wait,
for your
you
fucking
can't
kids,
take any
though.
of your kids
Shut the
anymore on those
fuck up,
Knoxville
man.
trips and leave them in
Sure, guys,
vehicles
take
while
her
you're
out of
fucking
here, man. I can't
prostitutes.
stand this shit. I'm
No,
not listening to this
no.
bullshit.
Oh wait, that's right. You
Fuck
can't
you,
take any of
bitch.
your kids
Fuck you,
anymore in the
bitch. I'm
vehicles
not
and
listening to
go
this
to Knoxville,
bullshit.
where the real
Fuck
traffic
you.
comes from,
You're a
right, Dawn?
psycho bitch.
Oh no, I ain't
Psycho
psycho. You
bitch.
just don't like
Psycho
truth.
bitch.
Oh, I've dealt with
Fucking
that for
straight
30 years.
psycho bitch.
Oh,
At
and you're a
maximum
rapist,
extent.
you're a child
Fucking
abuser,
go
and
get
you're a woman
psychotic
abuser, and
help.
you're a meth
You
and
need
crack
fucking
smoking piece of
medication,
shit
man.
who can't
Shut the fuck
fucking
up.
stay clean or do right long enough to keep your other kids, any of them, and you're almost goddamn 60 years old, you
You
loser piece
haven't
of
done
shit.
shit. You haven't done
Right.
shit. You've never worked a fucking job. You ain't
Oh, how
never
do you
done
know,
shit.
Dawn?
Fuck
I
you, man.
worked for
What the
most of
fuck
my
have you
life.
done?
You
You
don't
live
know
off your
shit about
mama.
me.
Motherfuckers
Right.
bought you a fucking camper. You ain't
No, they
about
didn't buy
shit.
it. See,
You
that's how
have
much
no
you
right to
know.
talk. Fuck
Right?
off,
I do
man.
have a right to fucking
No,
talk.
you
You
don't.
living in your dead
Yeah,
mama's
you
house,
have
you
no right
couldn't
to
even
put
get
me
the balls
down.
to take
You
care of
don't
before
even
she
know
died.
me.
Hey, actually, guess what? You're
Man,
not. You're
fuck
living
off,
in your
Jodisue.
stepdaddy's
You
house.
fucking
Your
stupid.
stepdaddy's house and land that was
Fuck
supposed to go to
off.
Mom and Sherfy. Yeah, you
Fuck
remember
off.
those people?
Man,
That
fuck
land that was
Surfy
supposed
too.
to go to you.
What, the fucking one that got caught with all the pornography on his phone?
Oh
Fuck,
no,
why are you
that's
talking about that nigger? Fuck's
no.
wrong with you?
Wow, look at you, racist. Summer should be
Fuck yeah, I'm
proud.
fucking racist against white niggers, black niggers. I don't give a fuck. If they niggers, they
Oh
niggers.
Lord.
And you're
You're gonna
one
use
of them.
all the
Fuck
words.
you,
Oh
Jody
dear.
Sue.
No, I'm Mexican, Don. Get it right.
Whatever, you still a nigga.
Didn't keep you from peeping in the windows, did it, you piece of
Ah,
shit?
fuck you and your stories. Who would
Oh
want to
wait,
look at
never
your
mind.
fat
That
ass,
was
you fucking
directed at
dumb
my
bitch?
fucking six,
Why would
five,
I want to
6-year-old
look in your
daughter, right?
window at your fat, fucking ugly ass? Fuck you.
Right, right,
Fucking
right.
really? You got problems. Go see
No,
a
I
fucking
forgot you're not
psychiatrist,
into
please.
adult women. My bad. My bad, bro.
What the
You're not
fuck
into the
ever?
adult
Shut
women,
up.
just the 5-year-olds.
You're fucking stupid. No,
I
you
ain't
do.
stupid. I can do
I think
math.
you got Summer. Matter of fact, what'd you do with
Right,
Summer, Jody Sue?
right. With what car
You
that
know
day,
you
Don?
fucking done
What
something, man.
motive?
Fucking be real.
Dude,
Tell the
no,
fucking truth, bitch.
right. I
You
don't
had
have your
something to
daughter. I
do with
didn't have
it. You
shit
and
to
your
do with
fucking
your
hillbilly
daughter.
friend and all the
Right. My
meth heads you
hillbilly
hang
friend.
out with, shit.
My
You
hillbilly
had
friend.
something to do with her disappearance because you was
Hey, Don.
jealous.
Hey, Don, do me a favor. Go
No,
ask
fuck
the
you.
FBI to
No,
give
fuck
me a
you. I ain't talking
polygraph.
to you, bitch. Fuck you.
Hey, go
I'm
ask
not
the
listening
FBI
to
to give me
anything
a
you got to
polygraph.
say.
I'll sit down
Fuck
for it, and
off.
I bet I don't fall
Man,
asleep, and I
shut
bet
the
I don't
fuck
have to
up.
have 2 or 5
Stupid.
done. I'll do a
Whatever,
polygraph.
man.
Go
You a
ask the
dumb
feds to
bitch.
do one on me. Go
Fuck
ask the
you.
feds to get me a polygraph, Don, any
Yeah, I
time of the
done a
week.
polygraph, you dumb bitch. I
And you
passed.
failed it, and
You
so
go
did
do
your
a
wife.
polygraph.
Yeah,
You do a
right.
polygraph.
Go tell them to do one on me, Don, if you
I
suspect.
will. I've
Okay,
done
do it.
one. I've
Okay,
done one.
yeah,
I
pass
passed.
it after 5 times, right? You psychopath.
Why the fuck you turn on us? Why are you so psycho? What the fuck
Because
is
I
wrong with
was all try to set up everybody in that goddamn road holler and sling shit at everybody that was fucking innocent for 2 goddamn years now
you?
and
That
turn
wasn't
Mullen
me.
into a
That
weapon
wasn't
to
me.
torment the shit out of us,
That
Don.
wasn't me.
Yeah, it was. Mullen
Who?
even
Who?
said so, or if you not
Who?
listening to all the calls,
Who?
Mullen got caught on.
Who? Who?
Your little buddy, your bestie. Yeah, there's all kinds of recordings and proof out here, Don.
There ain't
And
no
now
proof.
y'all look
Fuck it. Where's
guiltier
the
than
receipt,
fuck because
bitch?
of your buddy Mullen. It ain't my fault. It's all over the place, Don. You're fucked,
Whatever, man. Shut
bro.
up, man. There ain't no point in even talking to you. I'm fixing to
No,
get
it's
off
because
here
you
because I'm
can't
not
control
talking
me
to
like you
psycho
can
bitch.
everybody else, Don.
Swear to
Oh,
God,
I'm
I'm
so
not talking to
psycho. Yeah,
psycho bitch. I'm getting
that's
off
why
here.
I had to be the one in front of a
I
behavior panel,
refuse
right?
to talk to the
How about
psycho
you go
bitch.
use your own YouTube and talk instead of everybody else's? You know why? Because you have to be lead fed, covered over, and
Why
have a
do I need to do all that?
right.
I don't need to do all that. There's no need in it.
Well, you know,
I
you could
don't need
run
to
your own
talk to your
fucking narrative
psycho
on your
ass
own
either.
fucking YouTube, bro.
You're a fucking dumb bitch. Nobody believes
Oh,
anything
I'm
you
dumb.
fucking
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
anyway. So I could give
Right.
a fuck less. Get the
Oh,
fuck
I'm
out.
dumb. I'm stupid. I'm fat. I'm ugly. You got any other insults like any other good abusive fucking liar trying to get out of trouble?
Well, that's what you're
Right?
doing.
No, it ain't. I've
Yeah,
cooperated
you
with
called
law
me every name in the
enforcement
book. So
entirely.
what the fuck?
Yeah, you are a lying motherfucker, and you shouldn't have
And
been a
so
lying
ain't you.
motherfucker trying to set up everybody else, including Fred and
I ain't
everybody else,
trying to
and keep
set
it
up
in your
nobody. I'm just
mouth.
telling the truth. There was a lot
No,
of
you ain't. You ain't
methamphetamines
been
coming
telling
in
the
there.
truth since moment
You and
one,
your
and neither is
husband were
Candace.
selling dope. Man, get the fuck
None
real.
of you. I don't know what fuck shit you all were up to with Andy, and I don't care. But let
Oh,
me
you
tell
was
you
just
something.
riding with him and you don't know shit? Really, Jodisue? You was riding
Yeah,
with
I
him,
don't know
going to
what the
other
hell all
states
you
buying
pack of
dope,
lying
but you
abusive
don't know
pieces of
nothing.
shit
You're
were
that
at.
fucking stupid, huh? And you
Yeah,
don't know
look,
shit.
I was trying to fight cancer while you people were fucking off and
Oh,
tweaking
that's
out,
a good
fucking
fucking
soft pump.
excuse.
Okay,
Man, that don't
I
fly
had
in the
shit to
court of
do.
law, Jodisue.
I had shit to do, like
That don't
raising my
fly in the
kids
court
and
of
knowing
law.
their fucking
Oh, so while you
whereabouts.
was fighting cancer, you went to other states to buy dope. Really? You're fucking
No, I fucking
stupid.
didn't, dude.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, give me a break, Don. Give me a
What?
fucking
You ain't
break,
give me no
Knoxville
break.
Trip.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Knoxville Trip, Knoxville Trip, Knoxville Trip. Bring the dope back,
I don't know
have
what
more
the fuck you're
money.
talking about.
Take your kid with you to the Knoxville trips over the weekend. Trap them in the car while you bang prostitutes and bring the dope back to the fucking hollow and disperse it. Go ahead, Don. Keep lying,
Well, you
bro.
go find proof on all that and go call the
Oh, I
cops.
do because of
Have
your
me
stupid
arrested
life
for it,
over the
okay?
years, Don.
You
Or are you not
go get
aware?
your receipts and
Oh yeah,
have me
I got
arrested
them.
for it.
I got them
Well,
from
then
his
do
stupid
it.
fucking
Go
life.
do it.
They've
Go
already been
do it.
turned
Don't sit
in,
there and talk
Don. You
shit.
fucking super
No, you
genius.
just want to bring YouTube drama because you have no receipts.
No, I do have them.
No, then go fucking call the cops.
No,
Go
bullshit.
tell the fucking cops that I sold you dope or whatever you're trying to say.
I
Go
didn't say
for
you
it.
sold me dope. I didn't
Just
do
go
dope.
for it. You're all about talk, Jodisue.
No, I'm not, Don.
You're
You just
drama.
thought I
You're just
was
drama. You have
right, right.
nothing.
Says Don, who has to visit
Go
45
get me fucking
funerals a
arrested for
night and
selling
have
dope
his
then.
ass pampered,
Dog,
and
you're
you
such a
maintain
dumb bitch. Shut the
lies
fuck
and
up.
fucking narratives to try to get your
I
ass
ain't gonna go. I am not doing this
like
all fucking
mimic
night.
and
Your
parrot
dumb bitch
and you
ass.
abuse one another, and you can't even stay clean to keep your goddamn kids.
Man,
Both
I've been clean. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
right. You never know what anybody's talking about, do you, Don? Especially those you can't spin your bullshit on,
I've
and I ain't
been
one of them.
clean.
I've
I've been.
lived with one of you motherfuckers for longer than you have been anywhere near the state of
Why you
Tennessee.
gotta be a jealous bitch?
I ain't jealous of
We got.
nothing. Why would I be jealous of two meth head
You're the
crackhead
one who said
motherfuckers
it.
who ain't got a
You're the
kid
one
one
who
left
said
on
it.
earth?
You said you was jealous because we had brand new
But I have
vehicles,
never
all
said
this
I've
going
been
on,
jealous
all
of
our
a
own property,
motherfucker in my life, let
like
alone
fucking
you
10
two.
vehicles in our yard and all this
Dude,
shit.
I have never said
What the
I was
fuck?
jealous of you ever. Are you kidding me?
That's what
Are
you
you
said.
kidding me? You
Why
are
would you
so
say that
full
then?
of shit.
Why
I
would
never
you say
said
that
that.
then?
Dude,
See,
nobody's ever
that's
said
what
that.
makes me
You
think
wish
that
they
you had
said
something
that.
done with Summer because
You
you hate
wish.
me so bad. I think you
Right.
have something.
Oh,
I think
everybody
you've
hates
done
poor
something with
little
Summer
Don. Hey,
because you
Don,
hate me.
nobody hated you till you started trying to set everybody the fuck up and fucking with them and be
Nobody's trying to set anybody up.
bullshit, Don. That's
I was
all
just
you all
bringing the
done
point.
from the beginning
All
to
I
end is
said
lie
was they
on
was bringing dope
everybody.
into the. I
Name your
wasn't trying
own
to set nobody
traffic.
up. Who
Name
was I
your own
trying to set
traffic.
up?
Name your own suspects. Name the real people on your real hill and your real company.
Yeah, Jodisue Brown.
You're
I
not.
think she's my number one
Right.
suspect.
Then go ahead and call me a suspect all day long, motherfucker.
Okay, there you
I
go.
don't care. But I'll tell you what's been said is we've been
Well,
taught.
look how much hate you got. Why wouldn't I think that you had
That
something
would
to
be
do with some
your
of this?
little buddy Mullen and
You
you.
hate me so bad, you
I
would do
don't hate you.
anything
I
to
don't
fucking
even
get
think
after
about
me.
you much at all
You would
other than
even
the
fucking
fact.
take my daughter.
Right. I wouldn't
You
take
know all
you.
these
I wouldn't
motherfucking
take you.
hillbillies in this area. You
Oh, I
know all
know.
of them. You got family here.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I
have a
do.
lot of shit done.
And I know
Not
none
only
of them
that,
are
look at all the
taking your
dope you
daughter
hauled in
either.
your car.
I didn't have my car that day, Dawn. The
No,
abuser had
I'm
it.
talking about the day you come up to my house and you showed us all that dope you had.
I
That's
didn't
the day
have
I'm
those,
talking about.
Dawn. I do not
Oh,
do
really?
those. I
Okay.
don't have any of that fucking shit. And the day summer,
Whatever.
I
Okay.
didn't have a car
Whatever,
either.
Jodisue. Man,
Yeah,
fuck
okay,
you, man.
Dawn. You even know what was happening while you were at work most of the time and all the traffic at your house?
Oh,
That we
I
didn't
was at work all the time. Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, guess what? That alibis work or not, you're still the motherfucker they've been calling guilty since day one. So congrats,
No,
bro.
that's what you do. That's what you do.
That's
People
what
like you.
that's what I
Straight
heard.
bitch. Straight
Mhm.
bitch. That's
Oh my
what you do.
gosh,
People
Helen,
like you.
it's gonna wound me to my soul that Don Wells calls me a bitch. Oh dear, I'm devastated.
Okay, how about fucking cunt?
I actually prefer that one. It's a pet name.
Okay,
It's
there you go then.
damn it. Go ahead and call me that too. It ain't gonna bother me none. You can
Okay,
say,
well,
but I'm
whatever,
telling
man.
you all are the liars. You all are the last ones around. And with Summer, everybody else in the neighborhood, all the bad neighbors, they brought their asses out to look for your daughter, just like they
Nobody said
brought their
that.
asses
You're
out to
saying
look for
that.
your
You're the one saying
son.
that.
The
You're the
last
one
child
saying
you
that.
all lost in the fucking woods
Don't
that
you
was
realize?
nonverbal
Don't you realize,
because your
Jody
wife
Sue?
couldn't even stop
Jody
drinking
Sue.
while she was pregnant with that one either.
Jodisue, listen for a minute.
No, I'm not
Don't
listening.
you
That's what
realize?
this is about.
Don't you realize
Nope.
the minute you get
No,
on YouTube,
no, I
the
don't care.
minute you get on
No,
YouTube, all the
no,
trolls,
no,
all the trolls start up.
no, no.
Do you know that 75%
Oh, you mean,
all
wait.
trolls?
Was this after or before you doxed me and my kids and my
I
family
never
and wanted
doxed
you
you.
to scream? Yes, you
No,
did. You apologized
no,
for it down in the road.
no.
It
The
was when you were on
trolls did.
Sheriff's channel.
The
No,
trolls
you
did. You're
did.
not listening.
You
You're not
showed
listening.
care where we lived and
Jody
everything.
Sue,
Dawn.
you're
Your
not
wife
listening.
did 2 days after
No,
Summer.
that's
Don't
not
know
true.
me. The proof is there,
No,
Dawn. You can't lie your way
the
past proof.
proof is that the trolls did it.
No, they didn't. No, they
Yes.
didn't.
Do you not
You
know
and
that
Candace fucking
75%?
did it, dude.
Listen,
No, I don't. Not
75%.
those you pieces
See,
of
you
shit who
can't
lie and
listen.
spin their
You
narrative.
can't fucking
Because
listen.
what you're not going to do is spin one on me. You're not
No,
going to
I'm
stand
not
with
trying to
me
spin one on
about
you. I just want you
fucking
to think
lies
about
and
it.
stuff.
No,
You
look
know?
it up. Look
No,
it up, Jody
I
Sue.
I have the proof of it. You're a
No,
fucking
look this
liar.
up.
So Candace, you know what you told me in that road too. I'm sorry, we accidentally doxed you and showed where you lived last night. My bad, dude.
Fuck ever,
Yeah,
man.
give me a
That's
break.
such a lie.
No, it's
Listen
not
to me.
either. No, it's not.
Listen.
Like y'all sitting there laughing the day you pulled the
Okay,
fucking.
you're being all mad at me. Okay,
No,
but
and nobody cares enough about you to be mad at you, Don.
well, you know,
Nobody
you
hates.
never have.
I didn't fucking hate you. The problem I have with you now is the fuck shit you all have done to Summer and her fucking case, yourselves, your community,
Look
the
what you
neighbors.
did. Look
No,
what you did.
nope,
You're the
nope.
one on
You're not
YouTube
gonna
night
put
after
that
night saying all kinds of crazy psycho shit.
right. That really had nothing to do with
You're
you. Notice
fucking
you're not
hilarious, Jody
almost
Sue.
2 years being
Go
the
get
only
some psych
motherfucker.
medications,
No,
please. Or go
right.
smoke a
You mean
joint.
ones like
That
your wife
works.
wanted to take those, or you?
Please
You
go get some psych meds, Jody Sue. You need
Oh,
them bad.
I know how you and all the
You
abusers
really
and
do.
monsters like you. All the women are crazy. Anybody speaking truth is crazy.
Please
They're
go.
lying on us.
Please
They
go get
hate
some
us.
psych
They're
meds.
jealous of us. I don't need psych meds. I need less
You really do.
the shit around that hill, and then oh, look at you, fucking bitch. He done took off. Done run off. Well, if you can't abuse them and talk over them, bro.
Andrew, is that you?
Yes, damn.
Um. Okay, hon. I just want to make sure she knows.
What
you
in
doing?
the shit show is going on?
And Jodisue asked to have a minute with Donald, and I told her okay, and I let her have the minute, and it looks like she won.
Darling, that was more than a minute. That was like 15. And the only reason why I know that is because I got an email saying, "Yo, you see what's going on over there?" I'm like, "No."
It could have been his
sorry for all
Wi-Fi.
cussing, PG. I know that you're the world's best cusser and all. Sorry for cussing, but I've had it with the bullshit. I've had it. I'm fed
And
up. And watching how they have done all of us around this, they've called everybody else guilty. The neighbors who were out searching for Summer and trying to do right, even by them all this time, knowing they have done what they've done in real life onward, to everybody in that fucking community and changed the way of life for everybody, and even taxes and all this other shit, and the loss of land, and everybody living behind gates and prisons, and their children traumatized wondering where Summer went, and their church families crying every night. And all they can do is continue to blame everybody but themselves, or name their real trafficker, their real dope dealing, and to hear that motherfucker lie about anything over at my house when I can count on my hand in the decade I lived there how many people ever came there on less than 2 hands. I don't think so. All the traffic, there was more traffic at Don and Candace's every goddamn day than there was in a week towards anywhere else in that goddamn hollow. The rest of us were taking care of our kids, not out partying with other kids while we left other kids at home. We weren't on fucking dope. I have blood work, bone marrow, hair samples, whatever they want for years, showing I have not and do not do drugs. I can prove it, and I can prove every word I'm fucking saying. You know, I didn't lose it. I have my children despite his and Candace's efforts with YouTube tragedy pimps to get her taken and put back in places where she could be harmed with abusers. I have my receipts, and they have been turned into law enforcement. And I know who these people are, you know, and I am still the only one for almost 2 years who come out here in an unbiased way and was like, you know, maybe they're not guilty, but they're still pieces of shit. But maybe they didn't, and maybe Summer was abducted, taken, you know? And they come in here and sling shit at them. I ain't told all their business even yet, even tonight. I have not put all the receipts out in public. Those are for feds and law enforcement.
Daisy, if you have something to say to Jodisue, take the link and come up and say it. Don't sit in the chat. Don't sit in the chat.
I'm not going to do it. Dawn's one thing, but Daisy ain't going to get up and play her fucking shit.
Don't sit in the chat and talk about Jodisue. I'm going to tell you, I seen Jodisue, and she did say from day one, Jodisue has always said that,
and seriously,
that no one came upon that hill where she lives. She said that even her family wasn't on that hill visiting. That her and Andy and that and whoever else was up on that hill pretty much lived an isolated life. I remember her saying that more over and over and over throughout the whole 2 years.
Even my sister said it. They never come down there. Nobody comes to the house ever. He is not going to make everybody in that goddamn neighborhood some giant ass dope dealer, even if it's fucking monster. Because truth is fucking truth. You don't lay shit at people's fucking feet that ain't fucking truth. And I wouldn't even do that to Monster, and I'll be damned if he's going to throw Monster under the bus or everybody else in that community, including me or my children or anything else more than they've already done with Mullen's help.
And early on.
Hunter, I mean, Andrew's here. You know, look at what they fucking try to put off on Hunter and Allie, talking about they probably come back and they hate them and they're jealous of them and they've done something to Summer. The fuck you say? Ain't nobody did nothing with Summer. Everybody in that neighborhood and community and her church families, because there are multiple, look for Summer and cry every night and wonder, were the ones that wake at 3 and 4 in the morning looking for nipples for as a baby because they didn't have enough. Were the ones that fed those kids, kept an eye on them when DCS would come in and close case after case after case, and we didn't know what to do.
Right.
Jodisue, you go, girl. Let me tell you something. That man does not like the truth to be told at all.
No, they don't like women that stand up. And Andy will be the only one ever in my life that, there was one unicorn and it's done. I fear no one else on this earth and not a monster, an abuser, otherwise. Don thinks he was going to skip past that. And I hate talking over him, but I know what kind of narrative shit he runs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
He knows he's lying, and I know he's lying.
Oh yeah, and he tries to back out of everything. Oh yeah.
I got a question for Jodi, by the way, if you don't mind.
What's up, man?
Now, I had gotten a recent comment on one of my videos over this last weekend.
I've not seen any of yours, Andrew. I don't.
Oh, it's all right, darling.
I generally try to keep all of us separate, like I always have.
Oh,
I
yeah.
try to keep Allie separate. This
apparently,
I don't know that it was a good idea because law enforcement and feds. I don't know if I should have gotten up here, but I'll be damned if he's going to run that shit and lie even on Monster and try to put more suspicion. You're not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Well, this
Right's right, wrong, and lying is fucking wrong. The most traffic in that road was theirs.
Well, this was posted up on my shit 13 hours ago. Apparently you spoke to the TBI about me.
No, I've never mentioned your name. Period, Andrew.
Well, no, I'm just saying what's getting slapped over on my side from some random person called Voldemort.
It's a troll. They're pretending to be the name I used to have for the abuser.
Oh, that ain't you then?
No, it's not me. That's a troll, a long known one.
All right.
And
That
I've
works
never.
for me.
I don't know you, dude. You know what I mean? I ain't got shit to say to the feds about you because I don't know you. You know what I mean? And I don't think you're sus in any way in my book. I know you didn't do nothing to fucking Summer. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm concentrated on the puzzles and fires and pieces that lead to Summer.
Hey, Benny, how's it going?
Good. I just saw you. Is Don
Oh,
still here?
Benny Keys. Oh,
boy.
I love that post you put up there. I posted it to Facebook, buddy.
How you doing, Jodi? What's up, Andrew? Why you keep tagging me and shit, homie?
I ain't been tagging. Oh, no, I didn't tag you anything yet.
Ass up. You just tagged me, lying ass fucking toothless bastard. Shut your ass
No,
up. Just fucking tag me.
Listen, I see a lot of talk in the chat that I kicked Don Wells. I did not kick Don. Don ran off.
No,
on
he
his
hopped
own
off the panel.
Don's a pussy.
or got knocked off. There's a link in here. I put links out every few minutes. If Don wants to come back up, he is more than welcome to come back up. Right? He's more than welcome to come back up. So he left on his own reconnaissance. I did not kick Don. So please, and I didn't have one person up louder than the other. That's not truth either. Probably Jodisue has a better computer and microphone than Don does. And he's probably using his cell phone or whatever.
Different.
What's shaking, Miss Jodi? How you doing?
Fuck off, Benny. Last
Fuck
word.
yourself, too. How about that, you
Never
fucking
need to
lifelong
speak to me.
suspect, you still out here running your fucking mouth? Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah. Right. Oh, did you come up for Mullen? How much you getting paid this week, bro? Last time I spoke to you
More
was
than
when
you
you
made all
called my
year.
daughter a moron, and that's all I have to say to you. So you sit there and spend whatever
You
and
mean
ever
the same daughter that you wanted me to meet with on the West Virginia state line?
Oh, did you come up here to try to talk over me too, to abuse me, to do what Don
you are not Princess Diana.
Yep. No,
Yeah,
you're
you
just
sing a trailer, homie. It ain't even your trailer. Shut your ass up.
and you're gonna try to finish what Don couldn't. That's it, because Don couldn't hold his own. You're gonna try to do the job for him for whatever pay for play. Now that views are down, what the fuck you want, Benny? Spin a narrative, do it, get it done.
I kicked him. Now Benny Keys, I did kick. I'm not going to let him come up here and abuse Jodisue. That ain't happening. It's not.
Hell no.
Us women stand up for one another. Benny,
No,
if
That's
you don't come
right.
up here and
That's
treat her
right.
with respect, don't come up here at all. I'm sorry. No,
Well, he straight
we're
said
not going to do that.
some type stuff about my daughter at Christmas and fucked up her Christmas list. I talked to him nicely, tried to be a human being to him a few weeks ago, and he called me about a month ago and did the last live, and he called my daughter a moron, and I told him that was it, no more. And that was while he was porn blackmailing other women. I'm not having it. Why?
Right.
And this is right before his arrest for harassment against another woman, while he's over pretending to be Smokey's champion. Give me a break.
Exactly. I don't understand why, certain men want to abuse women. They want to say ugly things. I don't know if they have a mommy issue or if they have an ex-wife issue or what their issue is. But you know what? I would think that they would be educated enough in their, small little pea brains to understand that every woman isn't mommy or every woman isn't your ex. Okay, give other people a chance. Give other people a chance. Like a lot of men will be like, "Oh, your name's Susie. I hate Susies because I dated a Susie." Okay, I don't care who you. Every Susie ain't that Susie, buddy. And and if you ain't educated enough to know that, then no Susie should be around you. You just drop that Susie off and keep on fucking going.
Ridiculous is
Jody
that
Sue Beth Ann said she loves you and that she's proud of you.
the thing is, look at all this, though, you guys. I mean, throughout this, I mean, they've tried to make Monster look guilty and all this, and no matter what I think about my abuse for that long and my kids and what was done to us by this abuser, I have
Right.
still told the truth where he's concerned, which is a hard walk. I could easily be out here going, "Oh, he's this, he's that, he's guilty, he's sus," but I don't, because you don't lay fucking lies and shit like that, even if someone is a monster. I've done the same for Candace and Dawn. How many times have you all heard me in public go, "No, you all are wrong. Candace and Dawn are telling the truth on XYZ," or the facts are wrong. Candace and them are whatever. I've taken up where taken up is due and truth where truth needs to be. And then all these assholes just come and they don't care who they harm, man, in return. Even those who
Because they need to keep the focus off their self, Jody Sue. They put all that focus on everyone else and did not care what ratifications you were going to go through by them doing that, to keep the focus off themselves. And that is exactly, exactly what is going on here. And why do they need to focus off themselves if they're innocent?
I mean, and look,
Exactly.
I have tried, PG. I've offered since day one of Summer Vanishing to do a polygraph. They say they don't need one. We have tried to get the best world experts that are over the FBI and shit to do one, but they will not do it without FBI approval. I've been willing to pay for it myself, keep it off YouTube, any results, so it's left behind for law enforcement in case something happens with me and my health. That way they always have a path to the truth. If they needed one, they come get one. Anytime, day or night, they want one, they can come get one. I'm not afraid of the truth because truth is truth. And I had nothing to do, nor did my children, with Summer vanishing. We want the answers and truth. My child cried the other day when, and I have witnesses to this, when we seen this truck, right? This Toyota started acting crazy. And then, we watched, it's a man, it was all weird, acting crazy. It was one of the first ones I've ever reported because it was so sus. And there sits a Warriors Path squad thing. And I'm like, please call that in. Please, right now. Because the guy knew we were watching him. I mean, this guy, it was insane, right? So
Right.
he called it in, and I just want to make clear, it has since been cleared. But my daughter waited for days till we got word back that it had been cleared. My kids, they wonder and worry about Summer. We worry.
Exactly.
I want truth. I want answers. I want Summer found. I want legitimate searchers all on that road to dig up every fucking hill and mound if they need to. Not tragedy pimps or YouTubers but I want real Fed level equipment and absolute top notch searchers to go in everywhere they need to for forever until they find her and the truth and answers. I do
Absolutely.
not want to live and breathe to my
And
dying day not knowing what happened. But
and
the
I
answer
and I
behind
want to know, Jodisue, why, why why you and all of Summer's army, all of us want that to be done, but the Wells don't. Why are the Wells fighting it? Why are they fighting? They don't want the cold case to come in and help. I mean, they actually turn people away instead of inviting them in. If you truly have a missing daughter, by God, you're going to invite anyone and everyone into your life that could possibly help you find that child.
here's the thing, Don and Candace are Don and Candace, right? They look guilty as hell because of who and what they are, and they have since day one, right? It's always been a concern that they could be arrested just because of what pieces of shit they are. I still, it's like I'm not going to say they're guilty or innocent until law enforcement does. I'm not
Right,
going to do
right. But
that.
they are number
The
one
more
suspects.
they're doing, the more they're targeting, the more evidence comes out that they're having Mullen do it, that there are literal recordings of Mullen laughing about it and yucking it up and thinking it's funny, that some of us around Summer's case are being pushed to unalive or have heart attacks or to die or to be targeted in ways that crazies are trying to come to our locations they've doxed. He thinks it's funny. They think it's funny. They admit Candace thinks it's funny. That is never going to play well in front of a judge, jury, or otherwise. You don't
And
do that, even if it's after the fact.
I
You
can
don't.
witness. I can witness to Jodisue is telling the truth. Jodisue, I can witness for you because I was one of
Amen
them.
to that.
I was one of them that the Wells were calling up. I was one of them that they was laughing.
I know
Um,
you are, PG. I have the proof in the background. I've known
they
it all along, but I also know inside of that road,
they was
they
laughing.
were
They was
trying to
they
set people up.
they were doing all of these dirty things, and they were cracking up laughing. That they were playing these games and causing these people to have to suffer. Yes, yes, mentally and every
And
other way.
he's never named his own traffic and dealers from Knoxville. He's never named them from the other states. He comes in and out with dope. He's never named that he's the one that comes in with mass amounts before he leaves with zero and comes back with all kinds of money. Or you all think they're poor, dude. They had money out the ass. They just chose not to buy things or do things, okay?
Right.
Don did, though, keep the money control in the household and wouldn't give and wouldn't buy shit. I mean, but they act like y'all don't understand. And then it's like, I just, you know,
I just want to put it
they
out there.
are the bad
No,
Eagles, dude.
no, I did not laugh with the Wells when they would do dirty things. I said, "Why would you do this? Why would you do that?" And they would say because it's funny. They would say because um, something they just wanted to do, like when they did it to Mary. You know, when they would do shit with Sharon. During the lives and so forth. I would ask same way when they would throw out things that I knew TBI and law enforcement had done cleared, and I said, why did you throw that under the bus? That it has nothing to do with, no bearing on what's going on. You know, they just needed something to get the focus off of them, and they didn't have nothing, so they just threw it out there to get people off the scent. And and this is what I kept
They
seeing, and I
not
kept seeing.
also take advantage of the games after the fact, right? Even if they didn't do anything, the truth is they are the type to benefit off of it after and not give a damn and play games and enjoy it because it's how they are, dude. So even that doesn't tell whether they're guilty or otherwise. That's the fucking problem. Using Mullen, using all of you YouTube channels to torment and terrorize those who we know
Mm-hmm.
have been told to all of us not to be guilty or to be checked out or to have alibis and then continue to do it even in front of the behavior panel, Dr. Phil, and onward for a year plus and torment every one of us and to name us, even though they know damn good and well that law enforcement has told them Dudley has alibis or this or that or the other. Even after Pruitt said Jodisue's not a suspect, here they are,
Right.
like, and they continue to fucking do it to people. And if you notice, it's not true suspects. It's people who are too close to them, who might have gotten too close, who know their real lives, who know the real drug use, who know the real abuse, who know the real stuff about them. That's who they target. Never their own traffic. They never call out real suspects like they're in and out of state people that show up from other states in the middle of the night being weird and drunk and hanging out. They never call out their own dope buddies from down in the creek or around town or the Highlands and whatever neighborhood, and they never call out all the
I haven't
things,
turned on Candace.
Right. Exactly.
I said I was jealous of him. Is he serious, bro? I've never said that in my life. And then if it don't work, then it's, oh, she hates me. I don't
Daisy,
care.
Daisy, don't bring that ass up in this chat and ask Lisa, Candace is good to you. Your twisted tongue bullshit. Don't come over here and use your twisted tongue bullshit to try to sympathize some bullshit over here with Lisa. No, we all know that it was Candace and Donald both saying they didn't even know Lisa. They was trying to discredit Lisa. They was
They're
sitting there
liars.
hating on Lisa. Do not, when she was out here telling the truth, they act like she went and got the information somewhere and then came out here like she freaking knew something she didn't. No, don't come over here with your bullshit because we all already know the truth. Okay?
Daisy,
So
bring me some of your receipts that you have proof of.
Right.
By the way.
And get the hell out of here. We know you hate Lisa as well. You guys sit over there, even your Teletubby sister.
Leave me out of your name and I'll leave my name out of your mouth and I'll leave your name out of my mouth. How about that one, Daisy?
Yeah, and your Teletubby sister sit over there talking about how much she hates Lisa too, and Lisa's this and that.
She don't even know me, neither does Daisy. Pull Daisy up here. I want to talk to her.
No.
Pull her up here. I want to talk to her.
Hey, she's got the link. She's welcome to come up. I told her she could come up.
Pull her up here. I want to talk to her.
It is
I'm not
what
going
it
to be
is.
mean to her. I'm not going to be hateful to her.
It is what it is. I ain't keeping nobody off this panel tonight, right? I ain't keeping nobody off of it. And I will not have, and I will not let anyone, disrespecting Jodisue. I think Jodisue and her family has been through enough. They've been through enough. I mean, the Wells and, definitely behind the scenes. And they were even telling me this. Listen, sissy, we had some people up here and they chased Jodisue's son, the same clothes. They got down by the truck, her property, and he was at the truck. And they were wearing the same clothes that we chased him off. They were even trying to pick on her son and had other people believe in that shit. So please do not pick on Jodisue. Don't do it.
And and I know that's been a blackmail attempt from the beginning. It's been them trying to sling stuff
to get the focus off of them.
They're blaming Jodisue for something that she didn't even do, and that's wrong.
They're wanting to get the focus off themselves. And
I've been Dawn literally
Yeah,
was barely dark, and Dawn was like, she's dead. Oh well, And me, I'm left in the middle of the road that night after he says that, and I'm like, Dawn, please give her a chance. It's only been a couple hours. Don't give up on her yet, Dawn. She can run like the wind if she gets free. And then later on, you hear him parrot and mimic that and say it like it's a new thing. It's actually what I said to him that first night in the road that Summer vanished. I told him to please not give up on Summer. It only been a couple hours. And he was like, she's gone.
Right. Right.
I was left in the dark that night thinking nobody gave a flying fuck, and they still fucking don't, and that's just how I feel.
Don, Jodisue, don't cry, please. Don't cry, hon.
I
There,
I
wasn't
feel bad for Jody Sue. I really do.
she
Because
loves
she was
Summer.
put in the middle of all this for no reason at
This,
all.
this is a
She
child that
done
she's
nothing but
seen.
help those kids and fed those kids. And what did they
Jodisue,
do? They turned their back on Jody Sue and blamed Jody Sue for the whole thing.
they were desperate to blame anybody they can to keep the focus
Anybody.
off of them.
It didn't matter who it was.
Exactly. And Don and Candace Wells and Grandis should be ashamed of themselves. They should be ashamed of themselves. And we have this woman up here on the panel right now crying. She's crying. She's seen, this little girl was a part of Jody Sue's life day in and day out from birth, right? And that's devastating to her. It's devastating to her daughter who played with Summer. It is
No, they
very
didn't really
devastating.
play together. That's the thing. Like, I wasn't exceptionally close to Summer. The boys and I were close, you know what I mean? And they, we've seen more of them, but you got to think, man, I heard these kids at the very least every day. I picked them up from the
I,
bus. I did take care of their wounds. There was, food involved. There's things to the year. I bought them birthday presents. I cooked them birthday cakes when Candace couldn't. And they want to call me a liar. I got the receipts, bitches. I got the pictures. I got the pictures when someone was going to nice longer because Candace had to ask me, is she okay? I was like, look, girl, it's time. You need to take her to the hospital. And then I cooked Don and the boys dinner. I kept, I got them off and on the bus, and it was always, hi, Jodi Sue. But I heard all of them, even on the days or months we didn't have contact or anything. I heard them every single day laugh and play or cry or say things like Don thinks is a point of pride that his daughter knew the word stop, stop. I heard it in a different way. I heard her crying to her brothers as they went one after the other going, until they get to Josie and go, Dad's being mean to Mom again.
right.
I heard her stop, said, ain't funny, that ain't cute, that ain't her word, that ain't what she should be known by. She's more than the word stop.
Yes. Much more.
She's Summer,
Yes.
and she matters, and I want her found, and I want the people or person found, and I, like Dawn, think whoever did it is indeed watching.
And they absolutely are. Matter of fact, they're not just watching, they're going up on panels. We just
Yeah.
had him over here. And Candace was going to come up and dropped off for some reason, but I don't know. So I think I would have had 2 out of the 3 on panel tonight. Right? That's my opinion, and I'm
And I
entitled
don't
to
know
it. This
if
is
it's
America.
come up here. I don't know how Ellie's gonna look at it because I've always tried to keep us separate. But I mean, that was enough. Listening to him hint, wink, drop at the whole he or she's watching, and then the whole there's traffic at their house when I know that to be a lie, and then trying to lay that right back at Monster's feet. When hell, that as far as I knew, he was terrorized at the prospect of every Friday, whenever he got his personal. They would wait out all kinds of shit. He didn't want to deal with them, fuck around with them, and he thinks they're guiltier than sin. He thinks they've killed Summer.
He
So
told me that. Andy told me that. Andy told me, he said, I'm going to tell you something, PG. He says, I've been in this holler all my life. And he said, this is the safest place for a child unless they're with people in that household that ain't safe.
and that's part of the reason, like, the oldest boys have come across, right? But I knew for years, like, it's like, man, we got to peep, and I'm not letting my daughter cross there. And I'm sorry, it was nothing personal, but when there's drinking and drugs and Candace hangs out with, look, Hunter wasn't the first teen up there that she was doing that with, bro. My kids were not raised like that, even though they were in the middle of domestic violence and hell and a shithole because of our abuser and this the other, does not mean that I didn't have standards with my kids are not going to be in an environment where there's drug use of it and crack and partying teens. I'm not going to do it, man. You know?
I understand. I understand. Yes. Yes, I absolutely understand. And um, and I've said it many times, Um, I gotta give you, I mean, me and you didn't get along, but I said it many times, Jody Sue. You're a
Nah,
good mom. You're a good mom. You are a good mom. I seen pictures of the background of your home. It was always spotless. It was always clean.
oh no, no,
I
I
I,
don't think it wasn't Andy kept asking hell, but the
I,
thing is
I took
here,
note. I took note that your children were well fed, well taken care of. Absolutely.
I mean, it's like right now we are absolutely in a nice environment finally. And, my kids have been taken care of, my daughter's taken care of.
Ab-
There's a reason when they tried to do what they did with their we're gonna have Jodisue's kid fucked with like they did Journey and Marlena, that it didn't work for them. There's a reason that there's an order in place and no custody given of it. There's a reason for all that. And I can tell you that I can pass any test they want to give me. And praying for you, he was not like that. All right. And he
right.
knew better than to have that shit at my house. Monster was not dealing in that way. And he damn sure did not bring it to the house if he was. I can assure you of that. My kids can testify to that, and I can pass a lie detector on that same fucking thing. There was no traffic or company coming or going from my home at all, not even friends. And I can take a fucking lie detector and pass it on that question. I'm not kidding you. So you can stop with your bullshit and your narrative.
Well,
Most
Don loves to blame. He was losing the battle with you, and when he starts losing the battle with anyone, as you said, speaking the truth, he starts saying you had something. He tries to all of a sudden get people to believe that you had something to do with Summer's disappearance. That's all he's got to try to keep the focus off their self. He does that constantly, and he does it to everybody and anybody. I mean, he even had the audacity to try to say that Chris M. and Mary and his stepsisters were the ones that took Summer and had her somewhere. I
and
mean, come on now.
everybody. They have blamed everybody.
Everybody, everybody, and it's total bullshit. Total
And I can
bullshit.
show you where they were already formulating the plan as soon as they failed piss tests, to start saying that DCS kidnapped their children and all this. I can show proof of it visually. That's where they were coming up with the plan, and that's what it was going to be. And then as soon as it happens, Don gets out of jail. There they go with it. They already have these, like, they know ain't nobody kidnapped shit.
He had a sign posted that PG had Summer. Yeah, he was trying to say that and accuse that as well. I'm sorry, but law enforcement, TBI, and Hawkins County, they all know who I am. Matter of fact, Mr. Don and Candace Wells, I
Yeah,
speak to Pruitt quite often. I
I
have
know.
spoken to Pruitt. I have talked to Pruitt one on one. Trust and believe that. Okay. And I've talked to TBI many times. I have talked to the lady at TBI many, many times. So, um, sorry. Sorry. PG does not have no Summer, but PG does love Summer, and I do want her found, just like Jodisue does, and everyone else that is involved in this case that loved this little girl. We all want her found. We want her brought home, and we want justice gotten for her against whatever evil people did this to her. And I'm sorry to say, but I will continue to say it. Don, Candace, and Grandis are all number one suspects in Summer's case. Trust and fucking believe that. And they're the ones that don't want They are working not to find her instead of to find her. So you tell me who the fuck's guilty here. Case closed.